Okay, so for now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning notations. So if you skip this step, it's going to be really bad. So since it's going to be in all of our clips, you probably won't be able to catch up with my hands, but I'm going to try to go slow. So this is the right, or this is R. So R is right. So everything moves clockwise. So from this face, that's right, or that's F. But from here, that's right. L is that's L. Sorry, I can't. L down is L because it's moving it clockwise. For F, what it's going to be is it's the same thing, or it's just F from where your position is. So then after that, an M is going to be the middle, or that's M prime. M is down. Then after that, there's going to be B. B is, this is B. So where it rotates this way. I do it with my index finger over here, but you can do it however you want. So that's B in the back. B is for back. And D is for down. So that's clockwise. So if we say like R prime, this R prime is the opposite, or counterclockwise. So like M prime, as I think I told you earlier, that's M prime. Don't really know how that came to be, but like this is R prime. Yeah, R prime goes down, and L prime will go up. U prime will go, well, yeah, well, you get it. So I'm sorry if I mess up in this video, since it's hard, really hard to get all of the notations correct. I've said over 100. I'm gonna say at over 100 in this video. And for you, there are going to be notations on top, so don't worry. Okay, so for this color code, or we're gonna be learning color code. So this is gonna help tremendously. So what we're gonna want to be, or what you want to do, is that, so here I'm gonna solve the cross quick. Give me a sec. So look, as you see by this cross, it isn't solved correct. Cause look, well, give me a sec. Sorry, one of my cubes wasn't correct. Okay, so look, if we have the white side facing up, and then we have the blue side facing us, on the right, there's orange, so that's good. On the left, there's green. So green is on the opposite side of blue. And so that's an easy way to remember. What I do is that I memorize that red is on the opposite side of orange, and blue is on the opposite side of green. So that works. That's one way. But an even better way that I use is that I use red is on the left of blue. So that from there you can just get everything in place. So that's color code for the white side facing up. For the bottom, everything's gonna be flipped. Okay? So orange is going to still be the opposite of red, but blue, as you see, that's red and that's blue. Blue isn't on the right of red, green is. Blue is on the left of red. So that, I say, is going to be pretty helpful in what you're going to be learning. Okay, so what we're going to be working on right now is the cross. So this is the first stage of the cross, or not stage, it's one of the many different cross ways, or ways that you have to make the cross, and when a piece is right here. So as you know, if you have watched from before or didn't skip over it, blue goes on the right of red. So what we're going to want to do is that we're going to want to do, or since that's a blue-white piece, we're going to want to do F, or F prime, R, and then F. See up there? It says F prime, R, F. Let me just quickly redo that for you. Wait. It'll go like that. So let me do it. Now let me do it quick. that's what you should be able to do it by, and yeah. Okay, so now we're on to the second case. For the second case, this piece is going to be on the bottom. We're sorry that it's like really hard, or not really hard, really easy, but just some people, when we were trying to teach it, like my mom, she couldn't get a grasp of it. So what you basically do is you just do F2. That's literally all it is. Okay, so this is case number 3, as you see with my fingers, and it's really easy, and it's just literally R, like, it gets a piece into place and it's R. Sorry that we're teaching you such simple ones, but yeah. Okay, so this is the 4th case. So for the 4th case, it's really easy. It's like a one mover. It's just literally an F. It's an F prime actually, but if you're in this case, it is a L prime. So I normally do it here, and I just use my pinky. I'm fond of my pinky, and I go, pew. Okay, so this is case number 5 for the cross. So when you're doing the cross, and let's say you start, or you do the cross, but you accidentally have 2 pieces switched, because as you see, all the centers are in the right place, except for, look, that's wrong and that's wrong. So what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to do R, U prime, or wait, it's R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. So as you see, that switched 2 centers. So this is case number 6. So this case is where, like, this happens to me actually all the time, where these 2 pieces are switched. Because look, that's out of place, but that's right, and that's right, and that's out of place. So what you want to do is that you want to do M2, and then you want to do D2, and then you want to do M2. So you switch them. So we're now on to F2L. F2L is first 2 layers, as I told you already. So what we're going to be doing is that this is the first case. When this piece is facing towards you, it isn't getting that piece in, but you do R prime, or I normally do it at an angle like this. So I do R prime, then I do U, or D, and then I do D, and then I do R, and then I do D prime, then I do R prime, and then I do D, and then I do R. So that gets that piece in place. Okay, so this is case number 2 for F2L, and what we're going to be doing is that when this piece that you have to get into right there is right here, so what you do is that you take, the white part is facing you, so you want to do D prime, and then do R prime, then do D, and then do R. So that basically gets that piece into place. Okay, so this case for F2L, which is the 3rd one, is where this white piece is facing right, and you have to get it right in there. So what you do is that you do R prime, D prime, and then you do U, or D, R. So yeah, that basically gets that piece into. So this is F2L case number 4. So it's when this piece is facing the bottom. So what you want to do is that you want to do R prime, D2, then you want to do R, then you want to do D, and then you want to do the algorithm for getting this piece in place, which is R prime, and then D prime, and then R. Okay, so for this part, it's not really anything that we have to do. It's just really simple. What we're going to need to do for our next step is that we're going to have to align the centers. So you just move the middle, like whatever way you want. Doesn't matter, and eventually you'll get it to here. So it makes a T. Give me a sec. Like that one actually makes a T, but it doesn't matter if it's like this and it has that piece in there. That's good actually. But if it's like this, and that piece is there, it doesn't matter, but it just has to make a T. Okay, so everybody, now what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be doing the second layer, actually. Like, we've been just doing the first layer, but now it's the second layer. This is number 5. So what you want to do is that you want to look over, you want to take a random gap between two that aren't filled, since this isn't filled with the right piece. That is filled. So what you want to do is you want to find it. So I found it right here, and you want to take it, and you want to make a big T, and then you want to bring it to the right of, or you want to have it to the left of it. So then you want to do the algorithm R prime, and then you want to do D, R, then I rotate the cube, and then I do D, L, D prime, and then L prime. Okay, so for this F2L case, it's an addition to the other one, okay? So just before you go back and try to solve your cube, don't do that. It's an addition to this, or to the last one. So it's basically 5.2. So, so you want to find your piece. So if your piece isn't, like, look, see, it's right here, but it doesn't make a T, and this piece is flipped, you're going to do is you're going to actually want to have it as a T on the right side, not on the left. So then after that, you do, it's basically just the opposite. You do, so you have it over here, and then you do L, D prime, L prime, rotate the cube left or right, and you want to do U, or not U, D, and then you do R prime, D, and R. So that should get in place. Okay, so right now what we're doing is that we're doing OLL. OLL stands for orientation of last layer, as I told you earlier. So it's a 90-degree angle, and if it's right here, what we're going to want to do is we're going to rotate it so it's in the top left. So you do this algorithm. You do F, R, U, or U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So then that's going to get us to here. So then after that, we do that one more time. So you do F, R, U prime, or U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Okay, so for this OLL case, what we're going to be doing is that it's a bar. This is what I call it. So these pieces do not matter. So it's just a bar. So you want to do is that you want to do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So that's going to get you to have the cross. Okay, so for this, this is OLL case number 3. So this is where it's just a lonely dot in the center, and it doesn't matter about these pieces. We're just creating the cross. So what we're going to want to do is that you're going to want to do the algorithm for the corner. So you do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F, and you're going to want to do that twice. Okay? So now you have the bar. So what we want to do is rotate it one more time, and then you do the same thing. F, R, U, R prime, F prime, U prime. Or not U prime, F prime. Okay, now we are on to, we're on OLL. So for OLL, we have the cross, right? So from the cross, what we're going to be doing is that we're actually going to be getting the yellow side done. So if you have this, what I call as headlights, so where these two pieces are facing towards you, what you're going to want to do is you're going to do L prime, U2, L, U, L prime, U, L, and then you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. So R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. For this next to L or OLL case, what's going to be happening is that I call this Sune. I'm not sure if it's Sune or anti-Sune, but what you do is that you have the fish eating your left hand when this is facing towards you, and then you do R, U, or R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, and R. Okay, so for our next PLL case, it's going to be where it's like a walleye, where the eyes stick towards the walls. You can search up a picture of that. But what you're going, it's the opposite of the other one, basically. So you do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, or yeah, R prime. Then you do the same thing on the other side, but flipped. So you do L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, L. Okay, so for this next case, what we're going to be doing is that, so you have the fish, but look, that's not flipped towards you like that, it's flipped away. So you're going to want to do, and it's facing here, so you want to have the fish eating your right hand, and then you want to go L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, and then L. Okay, so for this OLL case, what is going to be happening is that I call it the bow tie. So it looks like a bow tie. No explanation needed. So what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to be able to see both of these and then rotate it so this piece is on the left. So you don't want it to be like this, where the piece facing you, it has to be on the left. So you go R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime. So then you're here, you rotate the cube twice, and then you do Sune. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Okay, so for this next OLL case, what it's going to be is that it's going to be a combination of headlights and a walleye. So we're going to want to do the headlights algorithm, which is L prime, U2, L, U, L prime, U, L. Then you're going to want to rotate the cube. There, you're going to want to do U, and then you want to do the walleye algorithm, which is R, U, R. Sorry, I did fourth attempt. U, R, U2, R. And then do the same thing on the other side for anti-soon. So you do L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, L. Okay, so for now, this next case, it's going to be double, it's either going to be double walleye, or it's going to be double headlights. So what you do is that you're going to want headlights to be facing you. This is a little bit different approach, but it's like an advanced version of something that I taught you. So you do R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. Okay, so now for this next for this next Rubik's Cube PLL, first one actually, I'm just going to explain something quick. So I'm not going to teach you the super advanced stuff like this. I recently have learned this, where you go like, and then you solve the cube. No, I'm going to teach you easier stuff. Okay, so for now, what we're going to be doing is that it's going to be PLL. PLL stands for permutation of the last layer. I think I've explained that already, but so if you have headlights, you're not going to want to do this, okay? So over here, what you're going to want to do is take any side, and then you're going to want to R prime, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R, D2, and then R2. So what we're going to be doing now is that it does not matter. So you're going to have, no matter what, one of this, or you're going to have headlights. It does not matter if it's like this or like this. So what we're going to want to be doing is that you want to put this on the back and then do the same algorithm that I did last time. For all of you that skipped it, blah, blah, blah. So you do R prime, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R prime, D2, R2. So from now we have a U perm. So with the U perm, what we're going to want to be doing is that we're going to have, well, if you're here already, then that's good. If you're not, well, you're going to have to go back in the video since you should be here. So, or possibly you are going to have this cube solved already, but if you don't, continue watching. So what you do is that you do M2, or so you look at your cube. I look at this piece. So if this piece has to go into here or here, well, it has to go into there. So this is all that matters. So you do U2, and then you rotate this piece whatever way it has to go. So for this, it's going to have to be a U, and then it's going to be an M, then it's going to be U2, M, U, and M2. So now we should have the cube solved. Alright, so this is only for one of these cases. It's an H perm. It's going to come out really helpful. So it's where these, it's like a plus, so it's wrong pieces. So that's flip, so that's the orange side. And that piece is on, yeah, like that. So you're going to want to do, Colin doesn't know this one even. So you want to do M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. So that can get pretty fast, like that. So that's going to be helpful. So guys, after like a while, like an hour, I have decided that I'm going to show you how fast I can do this, which I have taught you. So I have a timer up there. So yeah, I'm not going to commentate on what I'm doing, I don't think. Start. So time up there, 31.35. That's one of my better times, actually. So let's go. Thank you guys for all, or for getting, if you've gotten this far, well, thank you. So from now on, we're going to be, our next video is we're going to be solving a 2x2. So in our 2x2 video, we're going to have, I don't know, 2x2 solving stuff. But I don't know if that's going to be our next video. For our next video, we're going to do advanced PLL. It's one of those two. So I would please like you guys to subscribe to us. That would make our day. And subscribe to Reed Herbie. Link in description. So Reed, he taught me how to do this. Or he didn't really teach me, he just sent me a YouTube video. And link's gonna be in the description, by the way. There's also gonna be Instagram. So please subscribe to that. Anything else you gotta say, Colin? Yeah, well, bye-bye. So for this OLL case, what we're gonna be wanting to do is that we're gonna want to do R, or whatever that is, or you know what, just follow my hand movement since it's a little bit long. So you do this. And as you see, the cube is solved.